Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon or good evening wherever you may be, and welcome to episode 12 of Learning to Be Blind. Today's episode is actually a real milestone episode because I'm going to show you something that I wanted desperately to show you like 6 months ago, right at the beginning of the rehabilitation process that I was going through. And at the beginning I couldn't show you, of course, because one of the whole reasons why I wanted to go through the rehabilitation process was so I could get to this point. Yep. 6 months ago, when I went for my first conversation at Bartimeus, I went there because I wanted to be able to continue editing videos. You guys know that I'm losing my eyesight, and you have lived with me through the frustration of trying to figure out how I'm going to continue to do my really enjoyable hobby of editing YouTube videos while not being able to really see what I'm doing anymore. At the time it was scary and really irritating because I went through lots of different software and programs to try and figure out if it was possible. A couple of weeks after my first conversation, which was like the intake conversation at Bartimeus, I tried out one of their Macs and I realised that iMovie in combination with VoiceOver, which is the text-to-speech screen reader, would work for me in terms of editing video. I've been lucky enough to get a Mac. It's not something I've purchased, it's something that has been purchased for me by certain family members. I don't need to mention their names or anything because they know who they are and they know that I'm very grateful for this. It's a MacBook Pro, which means it has iMovie built into it, and all Apple products come with VoiceOver built in. I have been having computer lessons at Bartimeus to get used to using this thing with VoiceOver because I'm very good at computers when it comes to being able to look at them with my eyes, but because doing that isn't really possible anymore, I had to get lessons to learn to use it another way. I have had 6 computer lessons. I'm done with the lessons now. By the 5th lesson, or actually just before the 5th lesson, I was able to edit my first video with iMovie while using VoiceOver. My 6th lesson is now done and we're done with the computers. We're moving on to iOS devices and how I'm going to use my iPhone and my iPad. I'll tell you more about that in another video, but we're going to do the happy dance, and after we've done the happy dance I'm going to bring you in closer to the screen so that I can show you guys how I edit video with VoiceOver. Actually, before I start, side note, being able to edit videos with VoiceOver is very different to the way you edit videos when you can see. It allows me to edit them, but it only allows me to do simple editing, and by simple editing I mean cutting out stuff in a clip, so cutting out crap at the beginning, crap at the end, stuff in the middle that I have probably said and didn't intend to say or didn't want in the video. I can do that. I can add an intro and I can add an outro. That is probably as far as my editing skills with VoiceOver are going to go, but that's good because it means I can create the YouTube videos for myself. So that's what I'm going to show you. That's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you how I cut stuff out of a video that I've recorded. I'm going to add an intro and I'm going to add an outro. Okay, now I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to zoom you in further into the screen and we're going to get started. Okay, internet, so this is a bit of a weird angle, but I hope that it's enough and good enough for you so that you can see what's going on the screen while I try to edit without looking at the screen. I recorded a video a little bit earlier today about the keyboards that I use when I'm filming and making keyboard covers for you guys. I recorded on a JVC camera. This is my JVC camera. It has a memory card in the bottom, which I am going to take out because I need to do it. I need to have the footage from it, so we're going to take the memory card out of there. Put the camera to the side. On the side of the computer, which you can't see, I don't think the whole computer's in focus, I think only the screen is in focus. But on the left hand side of the computer is a long thin slot, which is a memory card slot. And I'm going to shove my memory card on there. You guys will see in a moment somewhere on the top right of the screen, a little thing popping up on it. Even I can see it because I can see the colours. A little thing here popping up on my screen, which lets you know that the memory card is connected. As you can hear, VoiceOver does not give any feedback of that. Before I go any further, I want you guys also to bear with me because I've only actually edited a few times blind, so I'm not going to get everything right first time. It's going to take a little bit to explain. And this video is going to be very long because, yeah, we're going to edit a whole video. So anyway, I've plugged this memory card in. VoiceOver does not give me any feedback as to whether or not the memory card's ready to use. I have learnt that I just have to wait a few seconds, and like I just said to you guys, I can still see colours, so I can see one or other white square up here in the background, which I know from experience is the thing for the memory card. We need to open iMovie, that's the next thing that we need to do, so we're going to do that by hitting Command and Spacebar to open Spotlight.
Systeemdialoogvenster. Zoektekst.
The other thing that you will notice about my computer is that it speaks to me in Dutch. Sorry if you can't follow the Dutch, and sorry if it's confusing. I will do my best to translate the important things that it says to me so that you guys, if you're blind yourselves and want to have a go at editing a video with your Mac and iMovie, you'll know the important things that you need to listen for. The computer was purchased in the Netherlands and it's set up in Dutch. I follow Dutch quite fluently, so I have no problem with this. We have Spotlight open. I'm going to type the letters IMO.
I-M-O.
And eventually it should give me some feedback, and if it doesn't, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off Quick Navigation. Quick Navigation is a setting which allows you to use the arrow keys to navigate the screen. I'm going to turn it off because I want to use the down arrow. In Quick Navigation mode, the up and down arrows are set to do something else. So we're going to turn it off.
Snelnavigatie uit.
And it's a snel navigation off. I'm going to use the down arrow to scroll.
iMovie, programma symbool afbeelding.
And
Fotoing geselecteerd.
it reads to me the word iMovie, and it says a lot of other information which isn't so interesting, but I want to open iMovie, so I'm now going to hit enter.
Vinder, bureaublad, JVC.
And it's reading a lot of other crap to me that's not particularly important. We're going to wait for it to open iMovie, which probably will take a while. For one or other reason it likes to take a while. I don't know why that is. But anyway, while we're waiting, we can sing a song or something like that. Ah, look, something's happening.
iMovie, venster, maak project aan, knop. Maak een nieuwe film of trailer aan.
It's defaulting to the button. There are buttons across the top of the screen here, guys. I'm not sure if you can see them. I know they're there. It's defaulting to the Make Project button. The focus is there already, so if you wanted to start by making your own project, you would just need to hit enter and or Quick Navigation enter, which is that when Quick Navigation's on, that's the up and the down arrow together to make a project. But what I want to actually do first is import video, so I'm going to turn Quick Navigation on again.
Snelnavigatie aan.
And it tells me it's switched on. I am going to use the left and right arrows to find the Import Media button.
Zoom knop. Maak een nieuwe film of trailer aan. Importeer knop.
Okay,
Importeer video uit een camera of...
I don't need to know what it does. Okay, it says importeer, which basically means import. I'm going to hit the up and the down arrow simultaneously to push that button.
iMovie gereed.
Okay, it says iMovie ready, which means I can start navigating again to the file that I want to import. With the JVC camera, I always have to import directly from the memory card, and I have to leave the memory card in the computer while I'm editing, because one or other reason, if I don't, it loses my stuff. So first of all, I'm gonna look for the JVC memory card that is somewhere in this list here on the left hand side of the screen. To find that list, I need to use the left and right arrows again to navigate the different sections of the screen.
Maak project aan knop. Importeer knop media geselecteerd projecten keuzerondje 2 theater keuzerondje deel knop. Navigatiekolom met gebeurtenismedia, tabel, rij 6 van 6. JC.
Okay, it says navigatiekolom met gebeurtenismedia, and that basically means navigation column with events media in it. I want to be there because I think the JVC camera option is in there, and with everything on VoiceOver, you have to work with each different section of the program. Every program on a Mac is split up into different sections. This is a table and I need to work with it, and the way I do that is by pushing the down arrow and the right arrow simultaneously, and it will say werken met. You will hear it say werken met, which means working with, and then I know that that table is active and I can scroll through its contents.
Werken met navigatiekolom met gebeurtenismedia, tabel, rij 6 van 6. JC outro, geselecteerd. Rij 6, geselecteerd.
It says that the JustConnect outro is selected, so I think I need to scroll up, and to do that I need to hit the left arrow.
JC intro. iMovie bibliotheek. Alle gebeurtenissen. Foto's bibliotheek. Bibliotheken. Bibliotheken. Foto's bibliotheek. Alle gebeurtenissen. iMovie bibliotheek. JC intro. JC outro. JC outro.
Well, clearly what I'm looking for isn't in there. I have no clue where it is, so I'm going to look further to see if I can find it. I need to be able to look further. I'm going to have to stop working with this particular table, so I need to hit the down arrow and the left arrow simultaneously, and it will say stoppen met werken met, which means stop working with.
Stoppen met werken met navigatiekolom met gebeurtenismedia.
Very nice. Now I'm going to use the right arrow to navigate further through this program to see if I can find my camera. Okay, so I figured out the reason why I couldn't find the camera in the list that I was navigating while trying to import the video. But the problem is, while I was actually editing this video, I realized that that clip was missing from my camera. I don't know what happened. Maybe I didn't push in the record button properly, or whatever it was, I don't know. But I will explain to you why I couldn't find the camera in that list. The reason being is because when you click import to import a video, iMovie opens a second window, and for one or other reason the focus hadn't shifted from the original window to the second one like it normally does. So when I was navigating through that table and looking for the camera in that list of events, it wasn't there because VoiceOver was scrolling through the original window instead of the import window. There's a way to switch through windows which involves function, control and option. You hold all three keys down and then you push F1 twice. It brings you to a program chooser, and in that program chooser you can scroll down to iMovie with your down arrow. You can hit enter, and then all of the windows in iMovie are open. You need to scroll scroll down and listen for the one that says import from iMovie, and it will bring you to the and hit enter again. It will bring you to the import window, and then you'll be able to scroll to the table and activate it, find the camera and import the video. I'm sorry I'm unable to show you that bit, but as I said, my camera was being weird and didn't film that clip whatsoever. To continue editing the video, I have to be able to listen to the whole thing to decide where I'm gonna split stuff and delete stuff if I don't want something in the particular clip that I've recorded. The way that I do that is I listen to a video, I use 3, 2, 1 countdowns so that I know where I need to stop and cut something. So I listen to the video, listen for the 3, 2, 1, hit spacebar to stop the playback of the video, Command B splits it, and then if you want to split what has just played, that split clip is already selected and it's to the left of the cursor. And because I know that, and because you guys know that, you'll now know that to delete the crap that you've just heard that you didn't want in the video, all you have to do is hit delete and it removes that selected piece that you didn't want to have. Then I can play the video further, listen to all the bits all the way through it, and when I come to another bit that I want to cut, I have to hit the spacebar again and do some more cuts. I'm going to show you that in the next clip. Okay, so I have listened to the whole video. I spared you all of the boringness because you're going to get to see this video fully edited and uploaded onto our channel anyway. I have come to a point in the video where I want to cut a little bit out. The cursor is already standing at the point where I need to make the first split, so what I'm going to do is I am going to hit Command B to split this clip.
Splits fragment.
Okay, but it's actually a whole piece, a whole fragment in the middle which I need to split, so I need to listen to the next, I need to play it and listen to the next 3, 2, 1 countdown so I can make the other part of the split. Three, two, one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I needed to stop it there. I want to make another split.
Splits fragment.
And now that fragment should be the one on the left hand side of the cursor, I really hope, so I'm going to hit the delete key. I need to work with this timeline again to find the last fragment.
AV fragment, nieuw intro 17.98 seconds. 36.70 seconds. AV fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel. 36.70 seconds. AV fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel.
I'm going to hit the / to see whether it did what I wanted it to do.
Okay guys, so that was just a really quick tour of my keyboards, and I thought it would be fun to explain a little bit more about what I use, because I have actually never done that. And I don't know, I thought that you guys might be interested. And like I said, this video is a multi-purpose video because I'm going to use it to help myself make another video. I hope you enjoyed this video guys, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, be good. If you can't be good, have fun.
Okay, so I want to cut a tiny little bit off the end. So I'm going to split this clip again.
Splits fragment.
Now I need to make sure I have the last fragment selected because I don't want to delete the one to the left of the cursor. I need to delete the one to the right of the cursor.
67.98 seconds.
And I don't know, if you listen really carefully, you'll hear, when I'm pushing the right arrow, you'll hear how many seconds this clip begins at, but you'll also hear a small noise which is like a really deep dunk noise. And that noise is telling me that there is nowhere else for me to scroll. Listen.
67.98.
Did you hear that dunk sound? It's telling me that there's nowhere else to scroll. So now I know the correct clip is selected. I can hit the delete key again. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning to make sure the 3 clips that are now in my timeline are the intro and the 2 clips that I've just created out of that one long film.
67.98, 0.00 seconds, 17.0.00 seconds. AV fragment, nieuw intro juni, layout onderdeel.
Well, I know that's the new intro because it's telling me the clip name.
17.98 seconds. AV fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel.
This one is just calling this an AV fragment, so I need to hit the / to make sure it's the beginning of the video, what I want. No, see, I totally deleted the wrong clip from the...
3, 2, 1.
You can stop now. I totally deleted the wrong clip from the thing, but there are options for that. There are options to restore. I'm gonna hit Control, Option and M to get to the menu.
Menu balk, Apple.
And it says menu bulk Apple, or in other words menu bar, and Apple is the menu item that's in focus. I'm gonna go to the right.
iMovie.
That's iMovie.
Archief.
Archief is file.
Wijzig.
Wijzig is edit. And I think this is where I need to be to find my undo option.
Wijzig menu. Snelnavigatie uit.
To scroll down the menu I need to turn off the quick navigation, which is done by pushing the left and right. You are very loud and obnoxious. Which is done by turning off the quick navigation, and turning it on again by the way, is done by hitting the left and right arrows simultaneously. So now I can use my down arrow to scroll through this menu.
Herstel verwijder command, hoofdletter Z.
It says herstel verwijder, which is also doable by hitting command and Z. Herstel verwijder is, in other words, recover or undo the remove option that I just did. And to undo crap that you just did, you can also hit Command Z apparently, but I'm gonna just hit enter on this option.
Herstel verwijder.
Yep, now I need to see what it put back in my timeline.
Snelnavigatie aan. 0,00 seconds. AV-fragment, nieuw intro juni, leeg 17,98 seconds. AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel. ...36,17,98 seconds. AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel.
That's still the incorrect bit.
36,70 seconds. AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel.
Okay guys, so that was just a really quick tour of my keyboards and I thought...
AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel. 36,70 seconds. AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel.
So that was just a really quick tour of my keyboards and I thought it would be fun to explain a little bit.
Okay.
67,98 seconds. AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel.
No, that was actually a bit I wanted to remove, but I need to get the other piece back because I need to find the piece that I should be removing from this video. I need to do another recover, so I'm going to hit the control option and M again to get to the menu bar.
Menubalk, Apple. iMovie. Archief, wijzig.
Wijzig, which is edit again. Snel navigation off.
Snelnavigatie uit.
Down arrow to scroll through the menu.
Wijzig menu. Herstel splits command, hoofdletter Z.
This time it's saying hairstyle splits, which is undo split, which is going to put those last two clips back together again, which I need to do.
Herstel splits.
I need to get to the menu bar again.
Menubalk, Apple. iMovie. Archief, wijzig.
Enter.
Wijzig menu. Herstel verwijder command, hoofdletter Z.
Now there's another hairstyle provider option in there, which is another undo remove, and hopefully that will replace the clip that I removed and actually wanted to keep.
Herstel verwijder.
Okay, now we need to go through the timeline to find all of those clips. Oh.
Snelnavigatie aan.
First I need to turn on the quick navigation, otherwise that doesn't work.
807.10, 708, 17.0.00 seconds. AV-fragment, nieuw 807.10, AV-fragment, nieuw intro juni, layout onderdeel.
There's my intro.
17,98 seconden.
This is the first clip.
seconds. AV-fragment, nieuw intro juni, 17,98 seconds. AV-fragment.
Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you may be. Today,
Clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel.
Okay, this is the clip I want to keep.
AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout.
I'm hoping this is the clip that I now need to remove. Oh.
17. AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel. 807.10, 788,37 seconds. AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel.
Yep, this is the clip I want to remove, so I'm now going to hit the delete key on it. Goodbye clip.
17,98 seconds. AV-fragment, clip 788,37 seconds. Afspeelkop, layout onderdeel. 788. AV-fragment, nieuw intro juni, 17,98 seconds. AV-fragment, clipgetal 1, layout onderdeel. 788,37 seconds.
Now I need to.
AV-fragment.
Now I need to listen to the rest of this last clip out to make that split again. So I'm going to hit the spacebar.
It'd be fun to explain a little bit more about what I use because I have actually never done that. And I don't know, I thought that you guys might be interested. And like I said, this video is a multi-purpose video because I'm going to use it to help myself make another video. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, be good. If you can't be good, have fun.
Okay, spacebar to stop it. Now I can make that split again.
Splitsfragment.
Now I need to make sure the last fragment on the timeline is selected so I don't delete the wrong one.
819.5, 819.
And I'm hearing that dunk sound that I explained to you before.
819.
So I know that's the very last clip. I can hit delete on it.
819.AV fragment, nieuw intro juni, layout onder.
So that's one clip.
17,98 seconds.
That's two clips.
AV fragment, 788,37 seconds.
That's three clips. Okay, I have three clips in there. Those are the three that I want, I know that for sure now. You guys are watching me. Wow, your obnoxious phone. You guys are watching me make mistakes while editing. This is something new. I've never actually had that issue before. But okay, now I need to go up to the media table, the table with the media contents in it, so that I can find the JC outro. But I already think I'm in the JC outro folder, so I need to go to the events group. Let's go up to the gebeurtenissen group.
17,98
And
seconds.
before I do that, I need to stop working with this timeline, which means I have to push the down and the left arrow.
Stoppen met werken met tijdbalk project instellingen, knop 66, 13 uur nee schuine streep, 13 uur nee verticaal speelscherm, volgende knop, speel af pauzeer knop, vorige knop, neem voice over, gebeurtenissen groep.
There's a gebeurtenissen group, I need to activate it.
Werken met gebeurtenissen groep, JC outro groep.
And there is my outro, and to be able to add that I need to hit the E key again.
Voeg toe aan film.
And it says voeg toe aan film, which is at the timeline. Now I know that all of the clips for the video that I want to have in the timeline are there. This is about all I can do. I can just edit, add and cut. So I've done all the adding and cutting that I want to do. So now I want to export it, and the way to do that is to first stop working with this events group.
Stoppen met werken met gebeurtenissen groep.
I'm going to hit the left arrow to go up to this row of buttons across the top of my screen.
Weergavegebied fragment weergave zoek filmstrip verweg afgekeurde met knop. Naam van gebeurtenis knop. Fragment weergave uitgeschakeld. Schakel tussen bibli horizontaal splitter. Navigatiekolom met gebeurtenis. Stel fragment opnieuw in. Herstel alles. Fragment informatie. Fragmentfilter. Snelheid. Geruis onder druk. Volume uit. Stabilisatie. Bijsnijden uit. Kleurcorrectie. Kleurbalans uit. Verbeter uit. Horizontaal splitter. Overgangen knop. Achtergronden knop. Titels knop. Audio knop. Mijn media knop. Deel knop.
And there's a deal knop, or a share button as it's called in English, which is what it's just said to me, so I know the focus is there. I can hit enter to, or hit the snell navigation enter, which is the up and down arrow again. Do not read that message out loud. Which is the up and down arrow again to activate this button.
Druk in deel knop.
Okay, it says druk in deel, which is, in other words, I've just pressed the share button. There are some options here, and I want the option that allows me to create a file.
E-mail knop.
Okay, so I don't want to make it as an email.
iTunes knop.
Don't want to share it to iTunes,
YouTube knop.
nor YouTube. You can do that if you want to, but I've heard that that gets a lot of errors when you share it directly to YouTube. I want to make a file of it.
Facebook knop.
Don't want to share it to Facebook,
Vimeo knop.
nor Vimeo.
Afbeelding knop.
I'm definitely going to not want to create a picture out of it.
Bestand knop.
And the last one, bestand, is file, and I'm going to hit the snell navigation enter on that.
Bestand. 13 meter 55 seconden.
It's giving me,
1,28 gigabyte.
it's going to
Druk
read,
bestand knop.
shut up so that I can talk. It's trying to read a whole bunch of information to me about wow, about the video and about the file, and yeah, basically just a whole bunch of technical information. I'm gonna scroll through this and find the next button.
1,28 gigabyte. Schuifgedeelte. Voeg toe aan theater. Uitgeschakeld aan kruisvak.
It says voeg toe aan theater, which is basically add to theater. I never ever add my videos to the iMovie theater, so this is already switched off.
Annuleer knop.
There's the cancel button.
Volgende standaard knop.
And volgende, or next, was actually the standard button, so I could have just hit the enter key, but like I've explained to you before, I want to be sure that I know what I'm pushing, so I always scroll to them, and now I'm going to hit the quick nav enter.
Druk in volgende standaard knop.
There comes another box on the screen which allows you to name the file. I already named the project the same as what I want to name the eventual video. So that's already typed in as the name. I don't actually need to do any more editing, and I'm assuming that create is the standard button, so we're just going to hit enter and see if it starts creating my video.
Deel knop. Deel.
Apparently it's sharing, and that's basically it, guys. That's how I edit a video. Okay guys, so that's it. That's how I edit a video. I'm sorry to those of you who are a bit annoyed by the fact that it was a long video, but I wanted to show you the whole editing process. Why? Because I know there are people out there that will want to learn for themselves from this. And for those of you who can see and
Identiteitscontrole, inlogpaneel, venster, gebruiker, afbeelding. Identiteitscontrole bevat nieuwe, venster.
Loves to interrupt me, doesn't it? So, and for those of you who are sighted and don't need to use this function, I think it's just really cool for you to see how other people do it, especially those of us who have to do it blind. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Until the next time, be good, and if you can't be good, have fun.